And welcome to another edition of Highway with the Raiders. It's going down.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Yeah.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now it's Smith. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 15-yard line.
Now Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense is certainly organized and feeding off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get 1st half scores just like this one.
Throwing again is Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
I'm going to take my field goal because I'm not desperate. And I get the ball at the 3rd quarter. I think.
Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Carlson is good. And
2nd quarter is not desperate.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent in it.
Football coach freaks out here. Because it's 4th down all the time. There they go. Just need to spend more money on getting a better defense.
And he returns this to the 22.
That's what you need is defense.
The Eagles take over 1st
Am I right? Am I right?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Everybody else going to say?
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get
he knew exactly where to throw the ball.
Now the Eagles will use
Wide
the
open.
2nd of their timeouts.
Yeah, just wide.
As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. As Smith in motion right. Here's Hurts to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout.
They got down the field in 3 plays. Okay. 3 plays. 3 plays.
Come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A 52-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend
There you have
even
it.
further. So a big
That's how the
play
game
before
looks,
the end of the
folks.
half to get him into this spot, and they cash in
That's
with
what's
3.
going.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
No time at all.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The final shot here before break. Smith firing quickly, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
Jake Elliott taking
The
over.
Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, let's run.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second and 6.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
That wasn't wise.
Inside the 20.
That wasn't wise at all.
And he takes this one back into
That
the
wasn't
end zone.
wise at
And the
all.
Eagles defense gets a pick
Oh,
six
man, I
to
thought he
lead.
had him beat.
Well, whatever adjustments
And
they're
I
trying
knew
to
it.
make
I
over
wanted
on
to
that
throw it there.
sideline,
No
Charles,
more
this
regardless.
defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes.
Deserve
And
that.
here, a pick six and they
Deserve
go.
it. No question.
Two steps. But right now,
Getting taught a lesson. Taking the scoop.
they cleared their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out.
That's what Madden do, man. You win 4 or 5 games in a row. Next thing you know, you think you hot shit. Madden's like, okay, let me show you. Let me match you up with this player. Come on. You don't have to go all the way back to the drawing board. Looking for these plays. It's just ridiculous. Everything I was
The Las
winning,
Vegas
it's not
offense
working.
ready to start this next drive.
Go back to
It's
the
a
drawing
game
board.
that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half. As
Then
well.
plays like that happen, right?
Unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
Find something new, something different.
Minutes themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third
Threw it
time.
up there too.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
Trying to get it early. But I like that. That's an area I need to learn how to throw to. I learn how to throw that. Let's go, dude.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
He sucks.
Gain
He
of 11
sucks.
to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Let's move back to the other angle.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Eagles.
Brown goes in motion left. Throwing is Hurts. This pass hauled in by Dotson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play.
So that is a play you tend to stay in the middle of the field. That's for the middle linebacker.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
That's
We
that's
talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they
that's what
normally
the
will do is
linebackers.
run
This view is
routes
dope.
that'll pull you out of that spot
view.
they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you
What
tend
we
to go
got?
towards him.
First and 10. We'll take.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Oh, first
See?
mistake for him.
Get to see stuff like that. That was awesome. First user pick in that angle, by the way. You all witnessed it. Thank you very much. Pretty dope, right? Right, pretty dope.
Around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
You see the hole differently that is provided opposed to straight there. He's hiding. That's it.
They'll go again with Genty. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
Here's Smith. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling.
That view, mostly for running. Absolutely. That view is for running. That is all.
But the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
See, I'm learning. I'm picking some new plays. Got 9 points to show for it. Some things working. A lot of things weren't working. Just gonna keep pushing from there. I'll figure it out. I'm going back and watch tape. Watch the tape. Tape show everything.
Daniel
Carlson now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
All right, defense. You got 4 minutes to show the team that we can bounce back. Let's go with this.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch.
Good tackle. Let's go. This angle is dope.
Their call to finish this one off.
This angle is
really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot
drop
of
back this
enthusiasm.
time. Drop back.
They saw it all
Drop
the
him back.
way, ran to the football.
Feel like he's throwing it. Tip pass, interception.
That one downfield for Dotson.
Interception. We called it.
It's going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it.
We called it.
Turns it into enemy territory.
Woo-hoo. That was dope. Good to give you guys another view at home. Different view on things, different perspective. Yeah, that was good. That looked good. Yeah.
After the interception, here's Smith. They'll get this out to Genty. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
All right, let's enjoy this view. We're going to try it a few times.
Throwing is Smith.
It worked. Touchdown, Raiders.
From 19 yards away.
That was beautiful from the quarterback's view. Don't you think, ladies and gentlemen? Pretty dope. Pretty dope.
You're still 2 scores to the good seed.
Makes the game
maybe a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to keep it on the ground.
Nothing.
He's not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off.
Onside kick.
Into their deficit.
Of course.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles' hands team able to cover it up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given them that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. Running left, it's Barkley. That'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their
defense, big play.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Look at this, a tight end carry. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Good play call.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right?
Here we go,
Make sure he's
Jesus.
touching the
Here we go.
football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they're going still with Barkley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. It's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel.
It's a lot.
Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't
Oh, yeah. There is hope.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there.
Everybody was falling for the fake.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw is Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Great view.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to
Love
use
this
one
game.
of the most overused phrases.
It's better every year.
He's a
Look at that.
ball-hawking safety.
Look at that.
The way that you called for the shot there. That's
Game is
perfect,
awesome. Gonna be safety, baby.
Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment.
Yeah, see it a little different. At least I know when the ball is. That's the ticket. That's the ticket. You gotta see when the ball is thrown.
But in this case, is the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter?
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got Smith here.
All right.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
Especially with
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's hard to defend.
love this game.
Devontae Smith, 52 yards.
Making a great production.
Guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Make sure the angles are correct.
Allows you to start grinning widely on your
Every
sideline.
aspect of
I
it.
think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the... Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
That was pretty awesome.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
All right. So, let's see what other ones we can play with. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Just get out of here. We'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the gun, here's Smith. Guys, man, exploiting. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Raider.
Now Smith. He's going to let it fly. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
That was awesome. That's tight. Look at that. Sideline, the shots, everything much better. Yeah, now I'm really learning how to play this game.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Hurts. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, he's been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
Yep, that's what we needed earlier.
As far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Different situations.
Big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're
Awesome.
you
Learned a
continue
lot.
to do what you want to do. It's up
All
to
right.
the other team to make you
Back in the
change how
field.
you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And as this defense walks off the field, they